Please like, subscribe, and consider supporting our channel. The full raw, uncensored, no narrations, no captions, and unedited version of this body cam footage can be found in the description below. Please consider joining our Patreon. Subscriptions and donations will be used to acquire more public footage related to law enforcement activities. It really helps us do original full-length reporting like this. Sharing this video serves a compelling public interest because it is intended to illustrate the consequences of shoplifting, trespassing, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and being under the influence and discourage others doing so. Defendants are considered innocent until proven guilty. Thank you all for the support.
Hello, Officer Carpenter, Pullman Police. So I'm stopping you because you did not stop at the stop sign coming off of Monroe onto Stadium. That was a roll. Alright, can I see your driver's license, registration, insurance, please?
So, 100% don't have my wallet on me. I was just dropping friends off really quick. I have my registration, but you could look up my license.
Do you want to grab your registration for me, please?
This should be.
On January 25, 2025, at approximately 2:30 a.m., Officer Breauna Carpenter, with the Pullman Police Department, observed a blue 2018 Ford Escape Drive fail to stop at a stop sign at the intersection of Any Monroe Street and Any Stadium Way. The driver continued eastbound on Any Stadium Way before turning left onto Any Valley Road. Officer Carpenter then activated her emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop on the 900 block of Any Valley Road.
Do you know where the is there like a expiration on here? Oh, okay, this should be the correct one.
And do you have your current insurance as well?
Yeah.
Officer Carpenter initiated contact with the driver, and she was identified as Karima Serrhini. As she was speaking with Karima, Officer Carpenter detected the odor of alcohol and observed indicators of impairment. Karima told Officer Carpenter that she was dropping off her friends. She admitted to consuming alcohol earlier that evening before operating a motor vehicle.
I just want to make sure I'm giving you the right like 3 in here.
What's your last name?
It's Serrhini, Serrhini.
Alright, and your first name?
Somewhere. Karima, Karima.
Okay, and what's your middle name?
Hassania, Hassania.
And your date of birth?
10/29/2003.
And what state is your driver's license through?
Washington.
And what's your address here in Pullman?
In Pullman, it's
Alright, and a good phone number for you? Alright, and how much have you had to drink tonight?
I'm not.
Okay, would you step out of the vehicle for me, please? We can just come on the sidewalk right up here. Here, will you blow on my finger, please? Blow hard. So I'm getting an odor of alcohol, so how much have you really had to drink tonight?
I've drank prior in the night, but not any time recently.
Okay, when do you think you had your last drink about?
Probably within 2+ hours ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to take some voluntary field sobriety tests?
Yeah.
Okay. let's do that. Actually, right here is probably the flattest that we're going to get.
Okay.
Would you turn my lights down one more notch? Thank you. Turn that down so it's not quite so bright.
Yeah.
Alright. Pullman 458 testing. Okay, let's just scoot this way a little bit, just so it's a little flatter here. Okay. Any drugs at all today? Prescription medications, anything like that? Okay. Do you wear contacts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Have you ever had a traumatic brain injury? Been diagnosed with a concussion?
Concussion.
Okay. Can you hold that for me, please?
Based on her suspicion of impairment, Officer Carpenter asked Karima to exit the vehicle and perform field sobriety exercises. Officer Carpenter started with the horizontal gaze nystagmus HGN test. During the HGN test, Officer Carpenter observed the lack of smooth pursuit, distinct and sustained nystagmus at maximum deviation, and the onset of nystagmus prior to 45 degrees. The second exercise was the walk and turn test. During the walk and turn test, Karima did not touch heel to toe on each step, turned improperly, failed to count in the correct sequence, and took an incorrect number of steps. The final exercise was the one-leg stand test. During the one-leg stand test, Karima did not raise her foot in the proper position and swayed while balancing.
Okay, so while I'm walking you through these, I am evaluating you both on your ability to follow my instructions and on your performance on the tests. So I'm not trying to trick you. If you have questions, if you want to see something again, please just let me know and I'm happy to demonstrate it or answer your questions, okay? Alright, so for the first test, I'll have you stand with your feet together, arms down by your sides for me. Thank you. Alright, and I'm going to have you look at the tip of my pen here. And follow the tip of my pen with your eyes and only your eyes, okay? Don't move your head at all. Alright, tilt your chin down just a little bit for me, please. Alright. I always hate that part because I'm short. Okay, so for this next test, I'm going to put you into a starting position. I'll tell you when you're there, and then I'll have you stay in that starting position while I explain the rest of the test, okay? Sure. Let's get this way a little bit. Alright. So I want you to imagine a straight line coming out from in front of your left foot. Okay, and can you put your foot on that line for me? And then your right foot in front of your left foot touching heel to toe.
Do you want me to just...
Yes, please. Okay. Nope. I'm just going to put you into that starting position and then I'll explain the rest of it.
Okay.
Alright, so again, straight line coming out from the front of your left foot, right foot in front of your left foot touching heel to toe. Alright, and put your hands down by your sides for me, please. Alright, so stay in that position until I begin, okay? So when I tell you to begin, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down that imaginary line. When you reach step number 9, you'll leave your lead foot planted and take a series of small steps around your lead foot with your back foot and take 9 heel-to-toe steps returning back down that line. I'm going to demonstrate that for you in just a second. So your first step will be step number 1. This is a continuous test, so once you begin, complete the entire test as I instructed. Okay, make sure you're looking down at your feet and leave your hands by your sides. Okay? Alright, I'm going to demonstrate that for you. Alright, so your first step will be step number 1, 2, 3. Leave that lead foot planted. Take a series of small steps around that lead foot with your back foot. And then 1, 2, 3. I did 3 for demonstration purposes. You're going to do 9. Do you have any questions? No. Would you like to see that again?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can you get back into that position for me? Perfect. Okay, you can go ahead and begin.
Just turn around it?
Just do the whole thing as I instruct.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate this one while I explain it. Alright, so when I tell you to begin, actually I'll have you stand with your feet together. Arms down by your sides again for me, please. Thank you. Okay. When I tell you to begin, you're going to lift one of your feet, either or you pick, at least 6 inches off the ground. You're going to lock your knees so your legs are straight and your foot is parallel to the ground. And you're going to look down at your raised foot. Obviously, I'm not going to do that for safety reasons, but you'll look at your raised foot, leave your arms by your sides.
Okay.
While looking at your raised foot, you'll count out loud 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Give me just a second. Okay. Maybe. Perfect. Alright, you can go ahead and begin.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, 1017, 1018, 1019, 1020, 1021, 1022, 1023, 1024, 1025, 1026, 1027, 1028, 1029, 1030, 1031, 1032, 1033, 1034, 1035, 1036, 1037, 1038, 1039, 1040, 1041, 1042, 1043, 1044, 1045, 1046, 1047, 1048, 1049, 1050, 1051, 1052, 1053, 1054, 1055, 1056, 1057, 1058, 1059, 1060, 1061, 1062, 1063, 1064, 1065, 1066, 1067, 1068, 1069, 1070, 1071, 1072, 1073, 1074, 1075, 1076, 1077, 1078, 1079, 1080, 1081, 1082, 1083, 1084, 1085, 1086, 1087, 1088, 1089, 1090, 1091, 1092, 1093, 1094, 1095, 1096, 1097, 1098, 1099, 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004,
voluntary breath sample doesn't replace the value of any test I might ask you to take in the future. You said you had your last drink about 2 hours ago. Have you had anything to eat since then?
Following the field sobriety exercises, Karima agreed to submit to APBT, which indicated a back level of 0.136 at the 44 a.m.
Okay. Alright. Have you ever taken one of these before? So you're going to wrap your lips around the tube, kind of like a straw, and blow into it. Steady, kind of as hard as you can, for as long as you can until you hear it beep when she folds it out of your mouth there. Nope, it's totally voluntary. It just gives me the best estimate of where you're actually at, because you said you drank 2 hours ago, and so this is the best estimate that we get of that.
You're willing to go ahead and take a deep breath and go?
So what happens if I refuse a breathalyzer? Is there any
So it's totally voluntary, but right now, given how cold it is, I'm trying to determine if you're doing poorly on some aspects of the test because of the weather or it's because of the alcohol, and this is the only thing that's not affected by the alcohol, or not affected by the weather, I'm sorry, and it's solely by any alcohol that you've consumed, so that's why I was asking. That one is loud. Yep, but ultimately it's up to you.
I understand that, but also, I mean, I would hope that you would not think that I was intoxicated.
Well, your eyes looked like you were potentially intoxicated, and then you missed some steps on the walk and turn. And so I'd like to see how much of that is the weather and how much of that is what you had to drink.
I understand that.
So yes or no?
I guess what are my options?
You can take the breathalyzer or you can not take the breathalyzer, but as of right now, I think you're impaired by something.
Okay.
You know, whether that's alcohol or contributed to by drugs like marijuana or something else like that. But right now, I think you're potentially impaired. So you can either do the PBT, and that gives me the best estimate of where you're actually at, and if you're being honest with me, or I have to make my decision about whether or not you go to jail for DUI solely based off of what I've already seen.
At this point, I think
So
we just make a decision.
I'm blowing in that case.
Okay. Alright. Maybe. It's doing its internal test, so it's showing all zeros right now. Alright, so big deep breath in. Here, see it says blow. So big deep breath in. Big deep breath in. Alright, and blow out as hard as you can. Blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder, blow harder. Keep going. Blow, 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 blow. Perfect. Alright, you can watch it with me.
It doesn't go up, it just will.
Yeah. You said you were just picking up a friend?
Correct.
Where's she supposed to be going?
I'm just taking a friend home, literally just down the street. Just the apartments.
Alright, so 136. So that's a lot more than 2 drinks. Alright. You said you had a couple of drinks about 2 hours ago.
Based on her erratic driving, her admission to consuming alcohol, her inability to adequately perform the field sobriety exercises, and the results of the PBT, Officer Carpenter placed Karima under arrest for driving under the influence. After she was placed in handcuffs, Karima was transported to the Pullman Police Department for further processing.
Alright, but a 136 is a lot more than that. So you are under arrest for DUI. Go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back for me, please.
Just relax your arms.
Relax your arms.
458 has one test.
I'm just going to pull this sweater off of your wrists here.
So you
Handcuff.
are being audio and video recorded. The time is 02:44 hours, and it is January 25th.
Let's move away from the passenger seat here real quick.
Yep, let's go this way.
Thank you. Alright, let's do that.
So I am going to read you your constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand the rights that I read you? Can you tell me yes or no? I don't. Okay. We have to move your car or have it towed. If you give me permission, I'm happy to drive your car into the parking lot and park it. What would you like me to do?
What about my roommate and my friend? How are they going to get them?
Well, where's home for them? Okay. I will talk to them about that. So, do I have permission or do I need to tow your car? Okay, so I have permission to drive your car? Okay.
Is there anything you want out of your car, your phone or your wallet or your keys?
Like my phone, please.
Where is it in the car?
Should be plugged in. My friend should be able to grab it. Should be just in the front.
Okay.
So phone? Okay.
Phone. And I assume you want your car keys?
Well,
She'll be
bring those.
driving them.
Yeah, I'll bring those.
Yeah. Somebody asked us to lock him in his car the other day, is why I asked. So, alright, we're going to go to this first car here on the passenger side. Okay, do you have anything sharp in your pockets? Anything that's going to poke, stick, or cut me? Okay. Here, take a step back away from that curb. I don't want you to fall. Go ahead and widen your stance for me, please. Widen your stance. A little bit farther, please. Thank you. Go ahead and search.
Can you widen your stance for that? Okay. I have my body cam on now.
I've got mine on. I
Okay,
can see.
cool. Alright, back of the hand.
Okay, switch sides. There you go.
There we go. It's been a while. Back of the hand. Let's sweep that side.
I'm gonna get this unlocked. Oh, look at that. Alright, so you are being audio and video recorded in the vehicle as well, okay? Go ahead and have a seat.
What's your steps?
For how long I'm gonna be there?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can I ask where I'll be taken in for how long I'll be there?
Yeah, so I'll explain the whole process on the way. Okay, put your feet in there for me, please. Like I said, I'm not going to keep anything. I'm not tricking you. There's no mystery. I'll tell you exactly where we're going in just a second. Okay. Have you ever been arrested for DUI before? No. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
How does it work when it comes to like getting her out, or like how does that work?
So it depends on if she's been arrested for DUI before or not. If she hasn't, then we will release her from our holding facility, which is downtown Pullman, within 6 hours. Typically on a night like tonight, it takes about 6 hours to get through all the paperwork with other calls and stuff. But she'll be released without bail, and she'll have her phone so she can make a call to somebody to come pick her up. Okay? Okay, so we're going to the Pullman Police Department holding facility. Okay? And if you're being honest with me that you've never been arrested for... Negative. If you've never been arrested for DUI before, then you'll be released from our holding facility within 6 hours. Okay, with no bail. Alright. And you'll have your phone, so once you get released, you can call a friend to come pick you up. Pullman 458 name.
Good.
Last of Serrhini, Sam, Edward, Robert, Henry, Ida, Nora, Ida. First of Karima, King, Adam, Robert, Ida, Mary, Adam. Middle age, Henry. Date of birth, 102903, female, Washington. Also.
Good.
I'll be en route to holding with her, starting mileage 79.5.
Safe enjoy.
Thank you. That works. Any questions, Karima? Karima? Okay. I can't hear you. There's plastic in between us. Can you speak? I don't know. That's what Officer Lamley's going to work with them on. Is getting them a ride. Your car will be parked in the Pullman Family Medicine parking lot. Pullman 458 arrived. Ending mileage 80.8. Will you grab her? Will you hold on to these, please? Thank you. Oh, and that. Thank you. Watch your hair here. Alright, you can go ahead and step out. Watch out for the door here. Okay, we're going to walk this way towards this door. Perfect. And here. And towards the wall on the right so that the door doesn't whack you. Towards the wall on the right. This way. Towards the wall. There we go. Alright. And right through here. How much time you got left?
I'm at the restart my observation period.
At the Pullman Police Department, Karima faked an anxiety attack and tried to delay the breath test by speaking with an attorney for an extended period of time. Her breath samples indicated back levels of 0.091, 0.091, 0.097, and 0.098, which were still over the legal limit.
Okay. You care if we kind of set in? Okay. Alright, have a seat in that brown chair for me, please, Karima. Thank you. You want to grab a tote? Karima, sit down. Karima, sit down.
I can't breathe. Can you please get a tissue?
Sure. There you go. Karima, right here, please. Tissues. I'll help you out.
I can't breathe. Embarrassing. My face.
Well, Karima, how do we get through this? This is me out of handcuffs.
You need Peter, dude.
Just gotta go through paperwork.
He's just telling me to ask me whatever you want.
So the first thing I need to do is take a look in your mouth. Open your mouth. Okay, lift up your tongue for me. Okay, tilt your chin down. Thank you. Any foreign substances or anything like that in your mouth? Okay. Alright. Alright, so now I need you to make sure you're not bringing anything up to your mouth. Okay, you're putting your hands near your mouth. That's why you have to stay in handcuffs for that part of the process. So now I have to read you a lot of things. And some of that I've already read you before, but we're going to read it again. First is just your rights. Right. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right at this time to an attorney. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. If you are under the age of 18, anything you say can be used against you in a juvenile court prosecution for a juvenile offense and can also be used against you in an adult court criminal prosecution if the juvenile court decides that you are to be tried as an adult. You have the right to talk to an attorney before answering any questions. You have the right to have an attorney present during the questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you without cost if you so desire. You can exercise these rights at any time. Do you understand these rights? I need a verbal yes or no, please. I have read or have had read to me the above explanation of my constitutional rights, and I understand these rights. I understand my constitutional rights. I have decided not to exercise these rights at this time. Any statements made by me are made freely, voluntarily, and without threats or promises of any kind.
If I have the right to an attorney, then wouldn't I have the right to one now?
If you want one, yes.
Yes.
Okay. We'll wait till she's done in there with her attorney, and then we'll get you on the line with one, okay? Unless...
It might be quicker if you get the number. If you just walk in and get the number from the...
Yeah.
Should I say that?
Okay. I'll walk in and get the number.
She's talking with Sandy right now. So
Okay. Is Sandy the first one on call?
I didn't.
Well, we'll call the first or the second one on call, and then... I just need to get a number.
Wait, can you say that again? Sorry.
All right. So, how do we do this? Let's see if he answers. If he answers, I'll put you in one of the cells with him so that I can't hear your conversation.
Hello, this is Nick.
Hi, this is Officer Carpenter with Pullman PD. I'm
Hi.
here with Kamari. She was just arrested for Karima. I'm sorry, Karima. She was just arrested for DUI and wanted to speak to an attorney.
Absolutely, yep. I'd be happy to speak with her.
Okay, so we have somebody in the interview room, so I'm going to put her in actually one of our holding cells so that I can't hear the conversation.
Sure, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Karima, this way, please. Alright. So I'm going to leave this in here. Okay? Just knock on the door when you're done. Or pop your head in the door, okay? Problem solving.
Did she do fields?
Yeah.
I'm shocked. You're gonna assume she wasn't like that right
No. The amount of people who are just irate with me because they're not allowed to have their phones in the holding cell, astounding.
You can send if you want. I'll allow you to wipe your face with tissue if you still want to. Otherwise, you have to.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
I had somebody ask me for a coloring book the other day. She thought it was cruel and unusual that there was nothing to do in there. I said, no phone. She said, can I get a coloring book or something? I said, this is not a dentist waiting room. Oh, good. Perfect timing, actually.
And whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm not ready yet.
You gotta sit on the way. What's more?
All right. Thank you. Okay, we're going to come right out here, and you can have a seat in that chair again. No, you're fine.
So these are your results.
Oh, the good tubes. Somewhere. Where'd you find the good tubes? Did you use the last one? Oh. There's one. Oh, two. Whew. That'll do her. It is. In fact, this one's arguably more private. Alright, Karima, so same as before. I need to take a look in your mouth. Go ahead and open wide. Okay, lift your tongue up. Tilt your chin down and lift your tongue up. Thank you. So because you went in there where I couldn't see you, I have to recheck. That's why we're doing this again.
I promise I can't move.
Alright. So I'm going to keep reading you stuff.
Is there any way?
Alright, so this next bit is kind of long. I'm happy to read it again if you don't understand it the first time I read it, okay? Warning, you are under arrest for RCW 46-61-502 or RCW 46-61-504, driving or being in actual physical control of a motor vehicle while under the influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs. Further, you are now being asked to submit to a test of your breath, which consists of 2 separate samples of your breath taken independently to determine alcohol concentration. You are now advised that you have the right to refuse this breath test, and that if you refuse, your driver's license, permit, or privilege to drive will be revoked or denied by the Department of Licensing for at least 1 year, and your refusal to submit to this test may be used in a criminal trial. You are further advised that if you submit to this breath test and the test is administered, your driver's license, permit, or privilege to drive will be suspended, revoked, or denied by the Department of Licensing for at least 90 days. If you are age 21 or over and the test indicates the alcohol concentration of your breath is 0.08 or more, or you are in violation of, oh gosh, I lost the spot, RCW 46-61-502, driving under the influence, or RCW 46-61-04, RCW 46-61-504, physical control of a vehicle under the influence, or under age 21 and the test indicates the alcohol concentration of your breath is 0.02 or more, or you are in violation of RCW 46-61-502, driving under the influence, or RCW 46-61-504, physical control of a vehicle under the influence. If your driver's license, permit, or privilege to drive is suspended, revoked, or denied, you may be eligible to immediately apply for an ignition interlock driver's license. You have the right to additional tests administered by any qualified person of your own choosing. Do you acknowledge I have read to you the above statement?
Could you reread the last statement you made?
You have the right to additional tests administered by any qualified person of your own choosing.
The right to administer tests, so I can choose anyone to administer the tests?
No, you have the right to additional tests administered by any qualified person of your own choosing.
What would the additional tests be?
This does not say. This would be if you wanted to have another BHC performed by a qualified person somewhere. I've honestly never had it come up. So if you wanted to try and have somebody else test your BAC in addition to this and what we do, you have the right to try and do that.
And then how would that information be used supplementary?
I have absolutely no idea. You would have to locate somebody and ask them to perform that test.
I have to look. How am I supposed to locate anyone?
Like I said, it's not something that I've ever seen be done, but if you know of a way to get a hold of a BAC lab or blood alcohol content, or you wanted to have your blood drawn and have it tested by somebody that you chose, you could do that.
Seriously? That's tight. That actually makes a little bit. I know, but... So what would the point of that be? How would that be beneficial?
I don't know.
So why is it in there?
I don't know. I didn't write this. The state writes it.
Can I read it?
Sure.
Can I read it?
On the other side again.
So you're not doing another breathalyzer right now?
We are. That's what this is
You
talking
are?
about.
Okay.
Yes.
You're asking if I want it from a different region. If that...
No, that is just telling you that you have the right to
Supplementary.
additional
Yeah.
tests administered by any qualified person of your own choosing.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Will you now submit to a breath test?
Yeah. It's the only option I really have. Is there a bond under my name?
No, so because you haven't been arrested for DUI before, you'll be released without bail. And after about 6 hours.
This is happening to you guys a lot.
This is something that we do a lot, yes.
It's really fucking hard to see every time.
You know what? You didn't hit anybody, and that we're not contacting you because you hit another vehicle or you hit a pedestrian. So let's be grateful for that at this point, and not speculate about other people's contacts.
That wasn't like shitty.
So this is your driver's hearing request form. So if you want to apply for that ignition interlock driver's license, you have 7 days to fill out this form and return it to the Department of Licensing.
May I also apply for, what's it called? I can't afford an attorney, so the one the state provides.
Yes, so you were already on the phone with a public defender,
Yeah,
and then at your first court date, that will be handled there. Okay. They make sure you have an attorney. You can't turn away from me. I have to be able to see your mouth. Okay, so this is your initial court appearance. Pay attention to this. And this, after you sign it, you will get a copy of this, and I'll get one as well. So, the 27th, so Monday at 3 p.m. in Colfax, right? The Colfax office. The address is right here at 3 p.m. Monday, 3 p.m. Colfax office. 27th, 3 p.m. Colfax office. Okay, that can't be waived, changed, modified for any reason whatsoever. You do have to appear in person.
Is that this coming Monday?
Yep. Where were you born?
Seattle, Washington.
Are you a citizen of any countries other than the U.S.?
No,
Can you put that in the pass-through, please? Okay, so we have 7 minutes from the time that I checked your mouth until we can go through this process.
What?
The BAC. It's similar to the PBT that you took in the field, but it's 2 breath samples and it takes more air for longer. But we've had somebody with 1 lung manage to complete it, so it can be done.
So how long will I have to be here?
6 hours?
And do I get my phone?
No.
Do I get a call?
No, this is not a jail. You're not being booked into the county jail. So you don't get a phone call. If you are booked into the county jail, that is when they give you that phone call that you're obligated to. This is just a holding facility.
So I'll be in a holding cell for 6 hours.
Yes.
And then you have my phone, correct?
Yep. We have your phone and your car keys.
And where will my car keys be delivered?
You will be provided with all of your property when you're released.
Where did they take my car?
The same place we parked your car when we talked about it earlier. In the Pullman Family Medicine parking lot. Still parked there.
And then do you have any idea on where my friends are?
Officer Lanley gave him a ride home.
Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it?
Almost 4 a.m. I have to be able to see your mouth, Karima. Thank you.
Around what hour will I be released?
6 hours from now.
10 o'clock?
Yep.
DUI stay on someone's record?
I believe they're permanent, unless you ask and petition the court to have something taken off of your record after a period of time. I'm not sure how long that time period is before you can petition to have it removed. But unless you're planning to become a commercial truck driver, most jobs are not.
They won't accept you in
Concerned.
law school if you have a fucking DUI.
Given the period of time between your DUI and your application to law school, I assume it's similar to becoming a cop. It's about 10 years, but at that point they will take you.
That point what?
At that point they will take you, but that's a guess, based on the amount of time that you have to have between a DUI arrest and becoming a cop. About 10 years, 5 to 10 years depending on the agency.
Do you know anyone that's gotten a DUI?
Not a DUI, but I know that there are cops in my academy class who had gotten a DUI and had to wait a couple years to get in there. I just don't know anybody that works here particularly. Places that do backgrounds like that care a lot more about whether or not you've learned from the behavior than if it happened in the first place.
It's expensive.
It is expensive, but you're sitting here instead of costing somebody their life, so this is a better alternative than that.
Do you guys have water?
So you can't put anything in your mouth until after this test is done, but after that I will give you a cup and you can have water.
Sorry.
I have to be able to see your mouth, please. We have a minute left on this timer, and then you'll be able to do this. be able to see your mouth.
Blankets and these.
Yeah, you'll get a blanket in the cell. As soon as this is done, we take the handcuffs off. It's just so we can guarantee that nothing touched your face or went in your mouth for the process. So this is just warming up, and then I'll walk you through how to provide those breath samples again, and that's the last of it. And then I'll put you in a cell with a cup and a blanket. Alright, go ahead and stand up for me, please. So you're going to wrap your lips around the tube and blow out. Steady. Don't stop or suck in. I will pull it out when it's done, otherwise it'll count it as a refusal. Okay. Big deep breath in. And blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Almost there. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Almost done. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright. You can sit back down if you'd like. That it has to do its internal tests in between the two. Karima, I gotta be able to see your mouth. Thank you. We're almost done. And when it's done, it'll print out results and you'll get a copy of those as well. Alright. Last one. It requires 2. Big deep breath in. And blow. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. Almost there. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Almost, almost, almost. Let's make sure it took it. Okay, you can take her out of handcuffs.
Did it say what it was?
It will when it prints out.
What did?
It will when it prints out.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so this is again your initial court appearance and your promise to appear. So Monday the 27th at 3 p.m. in Colfax, and I do need a signature from you right there just saying that you will appear for court. And again, that is in person and it cannot be waived, changed, or modified. And you will get a copy of this so you know when to show up. Can you put that in the pass-through? Thank you. Okay, so I need all of your jewelry off and in the bin, please.
I can't take all of it. I have a belly button piercing.
Okay, you can take everything but the belly button piercing.
I can't take these either. I don't know how.
Okay, you can take all of the other stuff out.
I'm gonna get everything back.
Yep, you get everything back.
Okay. Is there any particular reason I can't keep my jewelry?
So we can't let people in the hold cells with jewelry on because they either try to eat it or people have done all sorts of other crazy stuff with it. Yep. It's the same reason we have to take your jacket.
What?
Yeah, you'll get a blanket in there though. We had somebody try to strangle themselves with the string of their hoodie within the last week, so people don't get to keep anything with strings on it. It's a safety thing.
In a holding cell?
Yeah. It's actually a pretty common behavior. So everything that you have to take off is something that somebody else has already ruined for everyone a long time ago. that.
Here, get a blanket. Right now.
Sure. You have the keys on you? Keys are in the passenger. Okay, and your coat off and in the bin as well as your shoes, please. We'll get you a blanket. And your bracelet, please.
Please don't lose this.
We won't lose it. It's all staying right in this bin. Nobody moves the bin. If you want to put it in your shoe so it's more secure, you can do that too. We really should start keeping like plastic bags down here for jewelry because I hate that it's just flying around in there.
Forgive myself, okay? Please.
You're going to get the same bin to grab your stuff out of when you get released.
There comes
Yeah, right there. You could just put it in A if you want. You can leave those out too because we'll have to secure it in a second. Okay, so these are your breath test results. Right, so the legal limit in the state of Washington is a .08. You blew a .091, 091, 097, 098. And that's lower than what you blew in the field, which was a .136, because you were in there talking to the attorney for about an hour. Okay, and this is your copy here. Alright, so here's your blanket. He put a cup in the cell for you, so you're going to go in cell A right there.
And then, how does it work when I'm released?
So in about 6 hours, somebody will photograph you, fingerprint you, and hand you your paperwork, and then you'll be released from here. And you'll be able to sit in the lobby, which is warm, and make any phone calls that you need to help get picked up, so that you don't have to walk anywhere.
Oh, I like your pancakes.
Thank you. Alright, right in there. I'm not going to take your socks. Please don't flood my holding facility by pushing them in the toilet. So we're supposed to take your socks because people like to flood the toilet. Yeah, if you put them in the toilet, nobody will ever get to keep their socks again. Okay. Alright, you are good to go right in there, please. Yep, the one with the light on.
Can I get tissues or is that not allowed?
You can't wear any kind of shoes in there.
No, just tissues.
Oh, tissues? Yeah, you can have tissue.
Box?
No, just go. Alright.
You're gonna set it.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird key. Check the little. Thank you. Perfect.
Just put it back
Yeah,
in
that
again.
works too. Alright, off we go. All right. Fingerprints, photographs, and paperwork, and you will be out of here. So I need you with your back against that blue wall, please. We ready? Is the photo thing working? Just look straight ahead. Okay, and look at the red dot to your right. To your right. Look at the red dot on the paper towel dispenser. Alright. And then you're going to do your fingerprints over here. Okay, so I need the first 4 of your left hand. No, first 4 of your left hand. There you go. Okay, your left thumb. No, you have to wait till it beeps. Okay, right thumb. Okay, and right 4. Okay, so now you need to roll your right thumb, so right in between these, all the way, and then lift it up. Try it again. Try it again. I don't know. This thing's really picky. Okay, right index finger. Lower than that. Lower. There you go. That worked. Middle finger. Okay. A little lower. Okay, pinky. Roll your left thumb. Maybe try the other way. Okay, we'll call that one good enough. You can go have a seat. 1 second. There we go. Oh, that should have other things on it. Okay. What were you saying? Yeah. Let me explain this paperwork to you real quick, and then you can put it all back on. So I just need a signature there saying that those are your fingerprints that I took. And here, saying those are your fingerprints that I took. That's all you're signing. Alright, so this is your criminal citation for DUI. It looks like a traffic ticket, but it's not. Alright, so your information's at the top. If there's anything that's not correct or changes, you need to get a hold of the court right away and let them know. It's your responsibility to make sure that they have correct information. If they send mail or try to get a hold of you and they can't, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest. Vehicle information's right there. What you're charged with is right here. My information, case number, citation number, all at the top. If you need those, court contact info is up here. So in addition to that initial appearance on Monday, you will also hear from the prosecutor's office by mail within about 3 weeks of your arrest. Okay, so keep an eye on your mail, and that will have instructions as far as what to do next step-wise for court. Questions about your citation?
If I have questions, can I just call that number?
Yep, you can call the court. And this is your copy, you get to keep it. Along with your copy of your breath results, and you can put all of your stuff back on. And there's a lobby right out there, so you can put all your jewelry and stuff back on in the lobby. Here is all of your paperwork. And again, your car is parked at Pullman Family Medicine in the parking lot. And you can sit in the lobby for as long as you need to make phone calls to try to get a cab to come pick you up. Careful.
Karima was later fingerprinted and photographed by Officer Carpenter after spending some time in a cell. She was charged DUI in violation of RCW 46.61. 502. Officer Carpenter returned her property, advised her of her charges, and released her pending her court appearance in Colfax, Washington on January 27, 2025 at 3 p.m.
And then your paperwork is all right there. Okay, so that door right there, push on it, it'll let you through. There'll be a little hallway and then another door. That other door will lead out into the lobby where you're welcome to sit and make phone calls until you can find a ride.